Today, I'm going to talk about how to eliminate, how to get rid of the common obstacles to weight loss. And that is a key factor because, as we all know, as anybody who's tried weight loss knows, most of the classic traditional programs out there end up with people on the classic yo-yo weight loss cycle, sometimes losing a little weight and then regaining it. Most of the programs out there do not lead to permanent weight loss. And that is largely because whatever they try to do, they're usually what I call one factor, like diet or exercise. Whatever they try to do, they're not getting rid of the obstacles that cause people to hold weight. And if you don't get rid of the obstacles causing you to stay stuck where you're at with weight, you're not going to achieve lasting weight loss. It is really important and essential to understand how those factors, those obstacles, are preventing you from losing weight. And that will help instruct you on how to pick a program that will help you get rid of the obstacles so that you can reach permanent weight loss. The way I like to describe it is, think of weight loss like you'd think of getting into your car, and think of your weight loss plan like you'd think of a GPS that will lead you to a destination. So if you start here at the current weight where you're at, or in your car with your starting point, and this is where you want to end up for the destination in your car, or this is where you want to go to for permanent weight loss, you need to have a realistic, efficient pathway to lead you from one place to your destination. And the problem with most weight loss programs, and why they don't bring you to your resolution, is there are obstacles in the way. And most people, when they come to me at the beginning and they start to talk about their weight loss struggles, most people can identify a lot of their obstacles. For example, most people will say right out, I have a slow metabolism. If you have a slow metabolism and you go on one of these starvation diets that tell you have to cut your calories so low and then you'll lose weight, if you have a slow, sluggish metabolism that keeps you stuck, you are not going to be burning calories effectively. And if you're not burning calories, you're not losing weight. The first step in losing significant weight and keeping it off permanently is addressing the metabolism as an obstacle. If you don't address metabolism, and most of the programs out there don't, then you're going to stay stuck. And you may lose a few pounds, you may lose a little bit, but that's why one of the reasons most people end up right back at the starting point on the yo-yo cycle. So keep in mind, any program needs to help you to jumpstart your weight loss and your metabolism. Again, if you have a slow, sluggish metabolism that's keeping you stuck and you starve, not only are you not going to burn calories, but when you starve, the body realizes that there's a deficiency in energy coming in, and instead of putting you in fat burning mode where you burn calories, it puts you in fat storing mode because the body realizes there's not a lot of calories coming in. We need to store these so that we'll have them. And that is one of the many reasons why a lot of these classic diet programs out there, the one-factor programs, just diet, just exercise, or either the two of them, don't lead to permanent weight loss because they don't tell you the physical steps to jumpstart your metabolism. Secondly, another obstacle that a lot of people have are what I call the pattern eating issues, like sugar cravings, or stress eating, or emotional eating, or binging, or night snacking. These are habits that our bodies are used to years, usually for years. And those cravings, those urges are so strong that they are stronger than some logical rule where you'll say to yourself, oh, they said I'm not supposed to eat sugar now. But your body is starving, you're exhausted, and that's why people end up cheating, because the physical urge for sugar craving or emotional or stress eating or binging is so strong. And unless you learn how to crack that habit, which most diet programs don't tell you, they just tell you don't eat a lot. They don't help you deal when you're having a strong sugar urge. How are you supposed to deal with that urge if you haven't learned what to do? Are you supposed to then starve yourself and not eat anything, not even something healthy? People don't know what to do. And that is a failure of a lot of the programs, because if you don't get the obstacles out of the way, you can't coast to success. Again, it's like if you were in your car and there were these stone walls that were built. One is metabolism, one is habit eating. You can try to drive through these stone walls, but you're not going to be able to make it through. And you may try another diet program. It would be like asking your GPS, well, give me another route. And if the route still tries to get through the same obstacles, just a different way, you're still not going to get through. A different program will still not get you success unless you get rid of the obstacles. Maybe a different car instruction would be turn right and then turn left, turn right and then turn left. And then you end up going into the stone wall again. Just using a different diet program doesn't give you the instructions to get rid of the obstacles. You need to know from the start of going into a weight loss program that this program will understand your personal issues and help you get through your obstacles. Otherwise, you're really running into a brick wall. And you know by now, with these classic programs, people try things and end up on the yo-yo weight loss cycle. So you need to think about what your obstacles are, and I am happy to have a conversation with a limited number of people this week to talk about your obstacles and what type of weight loss program you would need to get rid of them. Again, for most people who are holding weight, who are stuck in holding weight, most people have a slow metabolism. Many people have a pattern eating issue, as we've been discussing, like sugar cravings or stress or emotional eating. Many people have thyroid issues or hormonal issues post-pregnancy or perimenopausal or postmenopausal. There are other types of obstacles as well. And if you are not sure what your set of obstacles is, I would be happy to discuss them with, again, a limited number of people this week and suggest to you and tell you what program would help you get rid of these obstacles. I want to make sure that you know any diet program should be respectful to you. They can't tell you, buy this weight loss program, this diet, and fool you like you've been fooled before, leaving you with your same obstacles and telling you, even though they know people have tried their program and ended up on the yo-yo diet cycle, and perpetuate the same myth that you're going to succeed with a program that doesn't address the obstacles along the way. Again, if you want to get from here to here, you need to obliterate the obstacles, and then you have a clear pathway. And as my client Eliza said, when I heard Dr. Ellen talk about eliminating the obstacles, I knew I had found the weight loss program that was going to get me to permanent weight loss, and it did. And Eliza did my program about 6 years ago, and she got her results within months. She lost a lot of weight within months. Why? Not because she struggled, but because she learned how to get rid of her set of obstacles. And once she got rid of her obstacles, she coasted to success, and she remained successful because her obstacles were eliminated. If your obstacles continue to be existent, then you're going to continue to have the same problems that are keeping you stuck in weight loss as it is. So the first thing you need to do when you're looking for a weight loss program is you want a program that will get rid of your obstacles. Again, I'm happy to go over and help you list those out and know what your obstacles are. Then you want to make sure you have a program that is designed to get rid of your set of obstacles. Not a one-size-fits-all program, not a one-category program, because those programs will not address your set of obstacles, which, like a GPS in a car, will bring you to the destination that you want to get to. And further, you deserve to have support, not somebody who's going to weigh you once a week and then make you feel guilty and blame you if you didn't succeed with a program that didn't help you get rid of your obstacles. And that's what happens in most of these programs. They go for their weekly weigh-in, and if they don't succeed, they're blamed. They're told it's your fault you didn't lose the weight. Not that it's the fault of the program, that the program didn't help them learn how to assist their body to lose weight, how to elevate their metabolism, how to get rid of sugar cravings or stress cravings, and how to move forward if you have thyroid issues or hormonal issues, because they are obstacles as well. And even general stress, not even stress eating, but general stress. When you're living a stressful life like so many of us are, and your stress hormones are high, your calorie burning system is not going to be burning efficiently because your body is stressed. And so there are a lot of issues and a lot of solutions that can be available to you if you look for the right program. And like Eliza said, this program about getting rid of obstacles is what brought her to permanent weight loss, and so many clients that I've worked with. So again, you want to eliminate the obstacles, you want a plan that addresses your obstacles, and you want to have someone to support you if you have questions. If your cravings are around and you're having questions, I need further clarification on how to get rid of these cravings, or I'm having a stressful week, how do I handle this week? You need to have somebody who can help you, because you shouldn't be expected to have the answers. You're coming for a program with answers. And so I think that you deserve the respect of not having an old program where people have used it and end up on the yo-yo cycle, and they're still trying to get people on the same program. You deserve the respect of somebody who will understand your obstacles and help you eliminate and obliterate them, not a program that just perpetuates the myth of starvation diets, which is never a good thing for the body. Again, when the body is starved, it closes down the calorie burning system because it wants to conserve energy. It needs energy. So I want you to feel respected. I want you to look for a program that's reasonable, that's realistic, not something that has these extreme rules that are so hard to follow, all high fat or low fat, or all high carb or low carb, where the likelihood that you can stay on that forever is slim to none for many people. And if you get some success, when you eventually go off that extreme or fad diet, you're going to regain whatever progress you made, again putting you on the yo-yo diet cycle back where you started, or sometimes when people regain their weight, they gain even more. I want people to get off of that cycle and coast to permanent success. And how do you coast to permanent success? By getting rid of the obstacles along the way. I'd love to help you get rid of the obstacles along the way. If you would like to have a conversation with me to talk about and figure out what are your realistic obstacles, what do you need to do to get rid of them, and to be confident that you have a program that is no longer trying to pull the wool over your eyes and tell you to starve, but that will realistically tell you how you can eat reasonable, filling meals, and instead of starving your body, elevate your metabolism so that you're burning calories actively and you no longer have to starve. We all know there are people who are skinny who can eat a ton. And how do they do that? They, by default, have a fast metabolism. You, by default, if you are in this group and wanting to lose weight, most likely do not have a fast metabolism yet. And that is only because your body hasn't figured out how to do it. And that is the only reason why you're not there. But there's no reason why you can't jumpstart your metabolism, why you can't get rid of the obstacles that are keeping you feeling stuck, and why you can't reach permanent weight loss. So I encourage you to think about getting in your car, your weight loss car, thinking about a plan to get to your permanent weight loss goal, and that the way to do that is going to be to get rid of the obstacles along the way so that you can coast to success and to permanent weight loss. So I am so happy to discuss this with you. Again, I will have a limited number of free appointments available this week. I have very few this week. If you are interested, check my schedule as soon as you can and try to book an appointment quickly so that you can get in. I really do look forward to speaking to you, to helping you define and clarify what those obstacles are, why those traditional diets haven't worked, and finally what you can do to get you to your permanent weight loss goal. How fabulous will it be to get to your permanent weight loss goal and to look in the mirror and say, I did this. I love how I look. I love the clothing that I can wear now. I don't have to drape things that hang on me. I can wear styles that I've always admired on other people, and now I wear them. You can enjoy improved energy from the improved health you'll get, and your doctor will probably stop bothering you about the risks that are associated with excess weight, the health risks, like cardiovascular and heart problems and blood pressure and diabetes. So there are so many benefits of losing weight and getting to permanent weight loss. And simply getting rid of your obstacles is the way to get there. Unfortunately, most of the programs out there don't deal with the obstacles. They are single category programs like just weight loss, or boot camp exercise, or a combination of the two, which tell you what they want to tell you, but they don't understand why your metabolism is not jump-started, because that problem is caused by different underlying root issues in different people. So let's figure out how to get you to eliminate and obliterate and blast away those blocks, those roadblocks along the way, those obstacles to weight loss that have been keeping you stuck. And by getting rid of those obstacles, you will no longer be stuck, and you, like my client Eliza, will be able to coast to permanent weight loss, to the great image you'll see looking back at you in the mirror, better health, increased energy, and the satisfaction of knowing that you were able to do this, and now you can move on in your life to other things. You no longer have to spend the time and money and energy and effort thinking how I'm going to do this, because you will have done this. So let's talk about this soon. Let's define and clarify your obstacles, and then let's get rid of them. Let's eliminate them. I look forward to speaking to you. I will be back again next Sunday at our regular time. So come and join me each week to hear different topics, and certainly make an appointment with me. Let's figure out what your obstacles are and how to get rid of them. Let's talk soon.